Hello and welcome to your weekend energies, Taurus. We are starting with the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Five of Cups. So with the Hierophant, your one power card in the reading, he is representing tradition and being a leader or a mentor, especially when it comes to the spiritual realm. So I feel like, Taurus, that means that you are going to be looking more inward, being more mindful of your spiritual self. And that comes in handy because you're very, well, not handy, it comes in to your personality because you're very patient, you're very constant. So being more involved in the spiritual realm is going to be attractive to you, especially in that leadership mentor role where you could very well, in this case, be the Hierophant, helping someone else increase their spiritual knowledge, their spiritual being, and therefore increasing your own. You know, when you teach, you usually learn more, than you already knew. That being said, let's look at your emotional card, your Five of Cups. With the Five of Cups, we're talking about looking at things from a new perspective because you were able to release some old emotions. So again, that does sound like it's talking about you letting something go that was very emotional for you, and therefore it's leaving more room for you to be more spiritual. So definitely, you could definitely be the Hierophant in this case, Taurus, because you have that extra capacity for the spiritual realm. And then with your Three of Wands, your action card, we are talking about creative problem solving. So being able to look at things from a new perspective, being open to more spiritual things, really does point to being able to think outside the box and look at problems from a different way, new perspective. So you're going to be tutoring or mentoring someone in the spiritual realm, and by doing that, it will help you get past the old emotional hang-ups, whatever's been bothering you, and also knowing that you're going to be very creative when it comes to problem solving definitely means you're going to be helpful to yourself and others in the spiritual realm, the emotional realm, Taurus. So good on you. That's a very good place to be, and helping someone else as well as yourself, always good as well. And that's what I'm seeing for you this weekend. Hi, Virgo, and welcome to your weekend energies. Spirit is saying to you, we're talking about money right off the bat, the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups with some emotion, and you have the power card Temperance. Now, I believe Temperance really speaks to you because you do like to be very meticulous, very practical. So Temperance is asking you to keep a balance with those kinds of things, knowing when to use moderation, knowing when you need to compromise. So that's something that perhaps you do tend to believe that you are right more often than not. But I think this weekend you're going to be more open to balancing ideas and working with other people, compromising and teamwork. Temperance, your power card, is saying that you are really going to be open to that. With your Seven of Cups, your emotional card, you're talking about making good choices and being able to integrate everything about you into that. So if you have some decisions to be made, this is going to be a very good weekend for you, Virgo, because you're going to be able to use your mind, your heart, your intuition, really trust your gut on what you're deciding, and you have balance going on there, that moderation and the compromise that Temperance is talking about. So decision making would be very good for you this weekend if you have something big coming up in particular. And then with your last card, which was actually your first card, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is talking about family and generational wealth, being able to take a look at how you handle money because of how you have been taught to handle money or how you've been expected to handle money. So with that going in there, that Temperance could be talking about that too, because knowing how to negotiate things, the decision making that the Seven of Cups is talking about, the choices, and feeling like you're doing the best that you can, making your best choices, definitely helpful with that Ten of Pentacles, where you're talking about how do you handle money. Is money, if money came to you, how well would you handle it? Seems like with these other two cards, you would handle it very well, Virgo, particularly this weekend. And that is what I am seeing for you. Welcome to you, Capricorn, and let's get started with your weekend energies. We are starting with the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So lots of action going on for you this weekend. But since we only have the one Pentacles, the one money card, let's talk about that first. So with the Page of Pentacles, we're talking about a worthwhile effort and getting good news about money. Possibly a new job, a new opportunity to make money, things that are coming to you because of that Page of Pentacles. So this weekend, you might be presented with a new opportunity or a new venture, and you should think about it. It seems like the Page of Pentacles is saying it would end up being a worthwhile effort. Now, with your action cards, you're starting with that Knight of Wands. With the Knight of Wands, talking about premature action, where you might be doing something a little bit quicker or sooner than you should. So that makes me feel like perhaps the new opportunities, the new financial opportunities that are coming to you, the new ventures, perhaps they need a little bit of research. So they might be presented to you this weekend or in the very near future, but the Knight of Wands is saying that it might be a little premature unless you take time to think about it and do some research. So recommended that you look into these opportunities that are being presented to you. And then with the Eight of Wands, talking about travel, multitasking, and lots of opportunities. So that action card is saying that you probably have more than one thing going on, and some travel may be involved to accomplish this. So, it's not the first time you've probably been required to or asked to travel in order, like for a new job, for a new financial situation. Perhaps you're investing in something that you do need to go scope it out. So that's involving travel. So, definitely some good things coming for you, Capricorn, but be prepared to travel if you need to, and know that you might be getting a lot of opportunities all at once. So being able to juggle them and not act too quickly on them. Take the time to research. And that is what I'm seeing for you. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your weekend energies. We are starting with the Ace of Cups, nice, strong, emotional card. We have the Five of Wands, and we have the Empress. So let's start with your Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups is usually talking about a new emotional experience, a new love, or something that brings you that sensation of new love, that blissful feeling that you get. So I kind of feel like you might be having a situation, just the blissful feeling. Not necessarily a new love or a new love interest or a new emotional experience, but actually having something that you already possess, something that is already yours, you're already involved in, that you get that new blissful feeling with. That being said, let's look at your power card, your Empress. Now with the Empress, she is talking about the creative force, the beauty in nature, and the abundance, the fertility of nature. But she's also reminding you that you can actually be okay with yourself. You can take care of yourself and still care for others. So, like I said, this emotional card is saying that it's something you already have. I feel like this time that new blissful feeling is coming from something you already had, something you already take care of. And then the Empress again is saying that abundance, that domestic harmony that you have is coming, is from something you've already gotten. So you're just going to be rekindling a relationship or rekindling an emotional experience. And then with your action card, your Five of Wands, talking about needing to cooperate in order to get something done, and that it may not be comfortable. But with the Empress and the Ace of Cups there, that new blissful feeling, that very happy and satisfied, just very, very good with where you are. I feel like that's going to help you with that competition, not feeling like you need to deal with someone that you don't want to, not having to give in to something that you don't want to give in to. You're going to be able to handle this because it's going to be something that will make you feel really, really good in the end. And so I feel like you might be able to accomplish it on your own, but these people that are here with the Ace of Cups and the Empress, this new blissful feeling, those people, that person, those are going to be the ones that help you with this. So I think cooperating with them is not going to be an issue for you, Cancer. And that is what I'm seeing for you this weekend. Hi, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekend energies. We are starting with the King of Cups, the Magician, and the King of Pentacles. So really strong messages from Spirit with this one, Scorpio. So let's go ahead and start with those kings. You have the King of Cups, so your emotional world is going to be very strongly influenced by that. Talking about being very happy, very emotionally balanced, just feeling really good about everything in your world. Your emotional realm is very pleasant for you this weekend, just very happy, like feeling like celebration is in order, major celebration. And then you have the King of Pentacles talking about economic power and really being strong, really feeling like everything that you're working toward is coming together and just gelling. Your world is really good. Between those two kings saying that you are empowered by what's happening for you in the emotional realm and the financial realm. So of course, when you have two realms being taken care of like that, obviously you're going to be doing well in the other ones. But with the Magician here, you're one power card, it's definitely saying that all the realms are going to be taken care of for you this weekend. So you're going to be the master of all of them. You're going to be able to do well with any action or challenge that you have. And because your King of Cups and your King of Pentacles are saying that you are really you're going to be in power like the king. So between the kings and the Magician, really well set up for this weekend to just be successful in whatever you choose to do. Your relationships, whether they be friends, family, lovers, you're going to be very well handled in that realm. And then your money is going to be doing very well. Also harnessing the energy of success, just really doing well. Abundance is probably the key word for you this weekend, Scorpio. The Magician kind of seals that deal, says that abundance in everything, emotional, financial, all of it is going to be very good for you. So I would say strike out and try to do anything that you want to do. You're going to be successful with your endeavors this weekend, Scorpio. So good luck with that. And that's what I'm seeing for you this weekend. Welcome to your weekend energies, Pisces. We are starting out with a money card, the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, another money card, the Seven of Pentacles, and the World. So whatever is going on with your money, it's definitely going to be good because you're going to end up with the World. And we know the World represents accomplishment, possible material gains. And when you've got two pentacles along with that, we're saying definitely material gains. So some good things are going to be happening for you in the financial realm, Pisces. Let's start with your seven. The Seven of Pentacles is talking about being patient with investments and knowing that in the end they're going to work out well for you. The World is saying definitely they will, and something is going to be culminating and happening for you this weekend. Something that you have had some financial stake in is going to be working out well for you. Something that you've invested your time, your money, your effort in is going to be paying off for you. Then with the Nine of Pentacles, again, talking about prosperity, success, self-esteem is high, confidence is high, and because you are in that state of mind where you're just feeling very lucky, feeling very prosperous, everything's going to go well for you in the financial realm because you're already counting the things that from the past and the present that are good for you. Therefore, your future is kind of assured. If you really look at everything, not everything, if you look at your financial situations in a positive light, and which is what you're doing this weekend, Pisces. Look at your financial realm in a positive light. Appreciate what you've already accomplished, what you are accomplishing right now. It's kind of assuring that you will have success with them in the future. And then with the World, like I said, with that power card there, it's saying that great joy is going to be coming to you and that you're just going to be doing one great thing after another, and the financial realm is definitely sealed for you. Going to be doing very well. And that is what I'm seeing for you this weekend, Pisces. Hello and welcome to your weekend energies, Aries. We're starting out with an emotional card, the Four of Cups. We have some money there with the Six of Pentacles, and we have Justice. So looking at your power card, Justice, It's talking about a sense of fair play, knowing what's right and wrong. So I feel like in this case, you are probably going to be called into play to help someone figure out what's right and what's wrong. I know that sounds a little crazy because you would think, especially an adult would know what's right and wrong. But every once in a while, you have a situation where you do feel like you need some help, like there's a gray area. And so someone you know is going to have a gray area and they're going to ask you to help them figure out what should I do. And so with the Justice card, it's saying that your sense of right and wrong, your sense of balance and seeking the truth about things is going to be very strong for you this weekend. Therefore, you will be easily be able to help someone else. Let's look at your emotional card since we're talking about helping someone else. With the Four of Cups, we are talking about reminding yourself that sometimes material needs being met isn't all you need to do. So this, I feel like, is something where you're helping someone with an emotional situation where they're trying to figure out, I feel like my relationship has changed with my loved one, whether that be husband, wife, friend, family, a loved one, having difficulty figuring out what's happened. You know that they know a change has occurred, but they're trying to figure out what to do to make things better. So that might be not even your sense of right and wrong, but your sense of truth and what needs to happen. So be prepared for that. Someone's going to come to you for some help. And then the Six of Pentacles, your money card, talking about doing something nice for someone else or being open to someone doing something nice for you. It's going to be something that you both enjoy, and so it's worthwhile. And this might even be the person that you're helping. So I feel like that means that you're not going to do this empty for nothing. Someone is going to reward you for your good advice and your help. Of course, it's not the end all be all. What you say is not gospel, but sometimes you just need to hear someone else say it. So more than likely, this person who's coming to you already knows what they need to do, already knows what they want to do. They're just kind of feeling you out to see if you feel the same way. And then when it's all said and done, you guys will, celebrate. I feel like you're going to celebrate a nice situation, and more than likely it'll be them doing something nice for you because you just did something really nice for them. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Aries. Hi, Leo, and welcome to you. Now let's get started with your weekend energies. We are starting with the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. So this is kind of cool that you got the Chariot, your one power card for the weekend. So right off the bat, I'm saying that you're probably going to be taking a trip. A nice weekend getaway is never a bad idea. You do have the Knight of Cups there. The Knight of Cups represents flirtation in its best form. Definitely in its emotional form. So perhaps this is even going to be a getaway for you, a weekend getaway with someone else, someone that you like. Because it's about flirtation, it might even be someone who you have a romantic interest in, but you don't have a romantic relationship with yet. So it could be just the two of you. It might be a group of friends. But during this time away, you're going to either enrich the relationship and culminate it and make it a romantic relationship, or you're going to realize, you know what? I think we're probably best off right where we are. Still an emotional relationship. Let's just be friends. But I think because you have these two cards together, you're actually going to have the wherewithal. You're going to know. You're not going to get swept up into the romantic. Separate. Okay, yes, I am going to move forward, and I want to make this relationship, or I'm just going to leave it where it is. We're just friends, and it'll be okay. Flirtation is like that. You're not going to be all engrossed. And then we have your challenge card, the Ace of Swords, saying mental clarity right there. I love how that just pops right out there, that mental clarity. So you're going to understand. Like I said, it's going to be an emotional thing, but it's going to be a mental thing as well. So the clarity that you'll have will help you decide whether or not you want this person to be more than just your friend. And because you're keeping it to yourself till you know what you want to do, it'll work out okay, Leo. And I think that I hope it works out the way that you want it to. And that's what I'm seeing for you this weekend. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekend energies. We're starting out with the Seven of Wands. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So, got some action going on for you this weekend. Wonderful. And let's go ahead and look at your Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is usually representing that sense of financial loss. So, this weekend, you should probably be careful about what you are using your money for, how you're dealing with your financial realm. I feel like in this case, that Five of Pentacles is a warning card for you. It's saying that if you don't watch out, that you will feel a financial loss and you'll feel like you are being left out of all the really fun things, the great things that you want to do that are financial. So be careful how and when and where you spend your money. Be mindful of your finances. Then we have your Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is saying that you will have success despite criticism or opposition. So, with that being said, and already knowing that we're paying attention to our finances, I feel like you might have people who are trying to convince you to spend your money. Spend your money the way they want you to spend it. And of course, not everyone knows your financial situation. You might have something you are saving up for, something that you would like to use your money on. Otherwise, you might have been having some problems financially. So that's your business. And so that Seven of Wands, I feel like, is saying that you need to be mindful of the people who are telling you otherwise. If you know you want to watch your money, that's your decision. And if someone wants you to spend your money, and you don't want to, don't do it. Basically, don't do it. You know what you need to do and how you want to accomplish it. Then you have the Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, it's talking about optimism and listening to good advice from someone else. We know that usually the Queen represents kind of a maternal kind of vibe. So there's someone who's also advising you well, and someone who you turn to when you need good, sound advice that has your best interest at heart. So if you're going to listen to someone about this financial realm, it would be that person. So obviously that's not the person who's telling you to spend your money willy-nilly any way they want you to. Oh, you can come to that concert. Well, the ticket's only $200. No, you want to go to France next year. So no. You need to pay attention to how you want to take care of your money. And if you do listen to someone, it's going to be someone who you know really has your best interest at heart. And that is what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekend energies, Gemini. We are starting with the Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So, starting with your Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is talking about being able to balance work and social life. So right off the bat, I'm thinking if you were planning on working this weekend, that's fine, Gemini, but make sure that you have some time to play or time to rest. There's some me time in there. Spirit is actually trying to warn you, don't do more than you're supposed to. Keep the balance there, because if you don't, it could end up being very unpleasant for you. And, we work all week. So the weekend is for relaxation. So it's okay to work when you have to. It's okay to get OT. It's okay to have projects that need your attention on a Saturday or a Sunday, if you work the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. But you have to remember to take time for yourself as well. So don't overdo it. With the Three of Pentacles, your money card, the three is reminding you that you are at a period where success in business or career is kind of right there waiting for you. So perhaps working a little more than normal is going to be necessary for that to happen. Again, that Ten of Wands is just reminding you, remember to keep a balance there. Don't let one get ahead of itself. Don't let one take over. Because it's there. That recognition, you're going to be getting that. Possibly even getting a promotion or something where your peers recognize what you've done or what you're doing. People are paying attention to you. So the financial realm is saying that you're going to get some recognition for your work. So definitely take it easy on yourself and make sure you take time for what you need. And then with your challenge card, the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is talking about diplomacy and being able to do something new. So perhaps that's one of the reasons this weekend you're being warned about doing too much, because you might be interested in trying something new or wanting to do something new, and now you're getting that opportunity. But you have to be, like I said, be mindful that you're not doing too much. The Page of Swords, since it is a challenge card, could also be telling you that you might need to speak to someone about something that they really don't want to be spoken to about. So if there's something that's been going on in your personal realm and you realize, or we got money and we got work here, so perhaps it's something that you need to tell a coworker or your boss, and you know they're not going to want to hear it. But it's something that needs to be said. So you might be called upon to do that as well. Just remember, everything in moderation. Be careful how you deliver that news, because you already know, even though it may be the truth, they may not want to hear it. And that is what I am seeing for you this weekend. Hello, Libra, and welcome to your weekend energies. We're starting out with the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So we got some challenge going on for you this weekend, and we have some money. So let's look at your challenge. The Two of Swords is talking about indecision and just not quite knowing where you want to go with this decision. Kind of stuck and knowing that you might need to get some help. So that being said, your Four of Swords is talking about needing to take a break before you make a big decision. So that could be a vacation. That could just be some R&R at home, just taking a break from what you normally do to give you a chance to take a breath and really regroup before you have to make a big decision. The fact that the Two of Swords is saying that you're really at a point where you're not really sure what you want to do. Taking that break might be a really good idea, Libra. And Libras have the trait of not being able to make up their own minds. Give great advice to other people, right, Libra? You can give great advice to other people, but when it comes to yourself, you can barely decide what you want to have for dinner. So taking a break from what you normally do is what the Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying, take that time to really give yourself some mental clarity, to really be able to figure out what it is you need to do. You got to make your own decision, Libra, and you're going to need time to do it. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, we're talking about being in line for some long-term prosperity. So this might be with a career you've been in for a long time, a financial goal that you've set for yourself, Libra, and now you're getting closer to that. So I don't feel like that decision is financial. I think you're already on the path for that long-term prosperity, but there's something that a big decision coming for you. Take some time to really digest it, think about it, all the pros and cons. And if you need to, seek someone out who can help you with that. Make a compromise and know that you do need to work with someone else to get that answer. And that is what I'm seeing for you this weekend. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your weekend energies. We are starting with the Ten of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So challenge heavy reading here. So I'm going to go with your emotional card first with the Eight of Cups. Now the Eight of Cups says that you are at a turning point where you are going to really be seeking and wanting more of a spiritual life. So your emotional realm is saying that you want to be more in tune with the spiritual world, and you want to be able to change yourself, kind of get more spiritual, make that change for yourself, inside to outside. The Eight of Cups is also saying that nature is a good setting for this. So get outside this week in Aquarius. Hopefully you're where it's beautiful and not necessarily sunny and warm. It's still springtime, so someplace that's snowy. I would love to be sitting in a ski lodge right now, looking out at the snow, but making a snowball and having a snowball fight, building a snowman. Those kinds of things are fun too, and they just get your mind off everything, get you more in that playful mode, more open-hearted, more open-minded. So that Eight of Cups is reminding you to just really get in touch with your spiritual self and open your heart and open your mind. Now with your challenge cards, your Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords is talking about an end of a very difficult period. So the conflict is over and you're grateful for that, and you feel a sense of peace. You feel a sense that you can move on, but it's not necessarily something that you're gloating about, not something that you're telling the whole world, oh, guess what? I won this. I finished this. It's one of those things you're probably keeping to yourself, and you're grateful for the finality, and you are just going to move on. With the Queen of Swords, you're talking about having a victory over something that's really been bothering you, puzzling you, something that it's been an obstacle for you. You haven't been able to think outside the box and get the end result. So because of the Eight of Cups, I feel like because you're opening your mind, you're opening your heart, you're becoming more spiritual. I think that's going to release your creativity. And between that and the Queen of Swords, you will be able to come to a decision that you are happy with and you feel very confident about. And that is what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius.